beautiful Scorpio, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career reading for the end of June right through to the end of July 2022. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details and I'll never ask you for personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's get straight to your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Scorpio, this is your career reading. I don't know if you noticed, before I started, I did a meditation on before your reading. That's what I do before every reading. And a little bubble appeared in the water as I'm scrying. It's still there, okay? That's very, very unusual for that to happen. So, I mean, spiritually, bubbles can mean good luck, opportunity, peace, perhaps working away in your own bubble. But do remember that, of course, bubbles are sort of transient energy. They're wonderful. You can even see the rainbow reflected within them. But, you know, bubbles can be temporary, so they do tend to burst. So I feel like there's some really good luck coming your way, but it can mean that something that is not solid in your world could sort of like change in some way. And I mean, in a positive way, it tends to mean good luck. So just so you're aware. So let's see what's coming out for you anyway. And I will get all your cards first and then transmute your reading. Bubbles, you know, people tend to work in their own bubbles, in silence, focus. Maybe you're trying to shut yourself off from distractions and work on something at this time. But it does mean that there is a protective energy around you and there is good luck. Okay, so let us see what is coming your way. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. And let's see if actually the bubble bursts during the reading. Let's see what happens there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. I hope you can see it. It's very far away from the camera, obviously, but it's right there. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? So far, positive outcome here. I've got the Sun card as an outcome along with the Temperance card. So that is about you making something really special, whatever it is you're focusing on. The Judgment card there is about you weighing up your options. It's about you and your life's calling, making decisions that really reflect you being on the right path. And we got the Lovers card there as well. So this is about injecting your whole heart and soul into what you do, but also perhaps looking at partnerships, how you can partner up with people to help you in your career, teamwork, that sort of thing. But let's see, I feel like you definitely have a choice here. I mean, you've got some really good cards to start. Herald of Pentacles, some really good financial news coming your way. We've got the Ace of Wands. We got the Knight of Wands as well. Now, the Knight of Wands really connects to temporary energy. So it could be a temporary contract. Perhaps that's what's popping up there. Something that's temporary. We got the World, success. Reaching a final destination, reaching a goal. And let us see. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? We got 5 of Swords. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. Ooh. Okay, we've got 7 of Pentacles. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? Thank you so much. The Hierophant. Okay. Oh, they want one more, so I'll go one more. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? Okay, Ace of Swords. 2 aces in a reading. This is very, very positive. Some really good ideas. You're going to be really sparking in the month of, well, it's the end of June into July there for you. Let's go with the first card. We got the Judgment card. This is about your true life's purpose, your calling, okay? So listening to hunches, listening to your intuition. The Judgment card is all about renewing your energy, revitalizing your spirits, especially if you've been questioning your path recently. We got a 5 of Swords here, so you may be sort of like wondering about what journey to take, or sort of like weighing up your options and having a bit of mental conflict, maybe even having a little bit of crisis of faith there for a little while. Some of you may be really conflicted. There may have been, I just get this energy of whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. At the root of it right now, you're feeling a little bit deflated or a little bit defeated, like you're putting all this effort in and you're not seeing the rewards. So I feel part of you is really questioning whether you're on the right path, whether you should give up, whether you should not give up. I feel like you're on the right path, okay? But I feel like you should look at the energy that you put into situations, because you give your whole heart and soul. Whilst that is wonderful, sometimes you leave yourself depleted in energy, so you feel exhausted. The Judgment card is a card of evolving, okay? Evolving to the next stage. You're reaching for something greater in your career. You're reaching higher than ever before. And as you start to reach the heady heights of whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, we start to question our judgment, but we also start to feel a little bit of self-doubt, especially if rejection has entered the mix in some way. If you feel like you've not quite accomplished something, or you feel like there's been a period of stagnation and you felt, how is it that I'm being successful, or how is it I'm on the right path? If it feels like an uphill struggle, if it feels like a battle, why is it everything has to be hard won? Because as you see the Five of Swords there, that is like fighting energy, okay? You are fighting for something that you really believe in, that you love doing. You're fighting to be on the right path, have your heart engaged in your career, but also earn money from it. So I feel like you're trying to find something that you're really good at, that you feel you've come to this lifetime to achieve. It's a more philosophical sort of question that's going on here in your career. And you're wondering, is it always going to be a fight? Do I always have to struggle, even for some of the smallest like scraps? So I feel like you are actually going to come out on top. You're actually going to win whatever it is, because the World card is an accomplishment of a goal. The Ace of Swords is a real breakthrough. Finally, you're breaking. Perhaps that bubble needs to be burst so that you can come out of this bubble. Perhaps you've been sort of off grid for a little while and really focusing on your career, and you just feel like you've been so like in your own energy that you just need to break out a little bit more. So we will clarify as we go ahead, but the Judgment card is about being on the right path, listening to your true calling, your true prosperity. This card is reminding you that you walk forward with purpose. Scorpio, you never do anything that you really don't want to do. You always are a very, very deep sign. Everything has a meaning, and you always seek purpose and integrity in every walk you take in life. So I feel like this is no different, okay? You're being called into a deeper, more authentic relationship with yourself. And things like, you know, high-powered jobs, for example, of course they're important. And of course, they bring a lot of money, for example, and they bring security. But I feel like at the root of you right now, you're like, am I really connected to this? Is this my life's purpose? What will I be known for? How am I making my mark on the world? So I feel like you're really trying to you're at like a fork in the road, or a crux, a really crucial position in your career where you're reaching for something greater. And you're making sure that your morals are involved. You're renewing your energy after a period of self-doubt, after a crisis of confidence is what I keep getting. And you may have even felt like there was a blockage or stagnation, that nothing was happening. Now, of course, for the last 18 months or so, a lot of the world has been on hold. So I feel like you're no different. It's been this sort of like limbo kind of energy. But I feel like you're trusting your intuition, you're trusting your instincts. And I feel like you're walking forward with confidence, and you're expressing yourself through your actions. You're not just saying, I'm going to accomplish this. You're walking your talk, and you're walking forward with confidence towards success, okay? We've got the page, well, it's the Herald of Pentacles, which is the equivalent of the Page of Pentacles. Whatever it is you are uttering to the universe, whatever it is you're trying to manifest, you will hear news about this, because heralds, they tend to bring news. So I feel like you're making a lot of effort in what you do, and you're applying yourself with your energy, and you're going to accomplish something that you've set out to do, okay? Now, some of you may be very curious about a new way of working. So I feel your curiosity will lead you to a path of a little bit more money. Now, some of you may actually have 2 streams of income. This came up in the Leo reading. I mean, if I had a dime for every time I said, this came up in the Leo reading for Scorpios, it seems to, either I've got a lot of Scorpios out there with a Leo moon, or, you know, perhaps you sort of connect heavily to Leo energy as well. There's definitely some sort of correlation, especially since we got the Sun card there as well. But there seems to be, either you do 2 jobs, or you have a side hustle, or you're thinking about a side hustle. It's going to be very, very lucrative, okay? So I see you actually learning a lot, and some of you may even take like a temporary either contract that comes up, or you know, a small job that actually is very rewarding, that you're really passionate about, and it brings in a little bit of more money. I feel like it really ignites the passion in your soul. But this means that there is a news, either a job. So for example, if you've been looking for a new direction in your career and you put your resume out there, there's definitely an opportunity coming on in here that brings more financial reward. You may feel like you're starting at the beginning though, because pages, they tend to start afresh. So this may be something that you're really excited to start anew. It may be a new project, it may be a new position within the same industry, or perhaps you are in a job right now and you're offered an opportunity like a promotion or some sort of you know, new job within the area that you work in, but it comes with more responsibility, new requirements that you have to learn, because the Page of Pentacles tends to be someone who's very good at absorbing knowledge, learning more skills, that sort of thing. But with this, I feel your commitment to your prosperity, you will see tangible signs of success showing up in your world. Your dreams are grounded in a plan. You've got a plan, you've got a strategy. Now, as I said, this could be the beginning of a new project, but everything starts with a plan. So if you're weighing up your path, I feel like you're strategizing and you're putting the effort in to match your skills, your abilities, and you're attracting what you need at this time. The only thing I would say right now that could hold you back in some way is sometimes you doubt your wonderful self. The 5 of Swords is like a card of conflict, but it can mean that sometimes we sabotage ourselves with a little bit of self-doubt. Now, as you can see in this particular 5 of Swords, we've got somebody who has obviously been engaging in battle and they've won, but they're just standing there. So it's like it was a hard-won battle, but there's more to do. There's more work, okay? So I feel like there's part of you here that even though you've accomplished some really great things along your path, my beautiful Scorpio, still you feel like you're not where you want to be. So there's this energy of you right now where you feel defeated, or you feel like you've in some way not really got to where you want to be. So whilst you are winning, you still feel that element of being defeated in some way. So I feel like there's this energy of deep down, even though you've accomplished great things, we tend to, okay, sorry, a little bit of obviously traffic going on out there. So when we accomplish things, we're always on to the next goal, onto the next goal, and then the next. We never truly sit back and look at how far we've come. And that energy, we've just gone through, you know, a new moon. We got lots of new energy coming through, full moon energy as well. That energy in Sagittarius actually made us focus on our accomplishments of how far we have come. Okay, you know, there's a lot of people beeping outside. I feel like I feel like the energy is pointed at this reading, which is kind of like, you're not impatient because I feel like you've waited a long time, but I feel like you're finally sort of making moves. You're finally moving forward after a period of like stagnation. So there's just this energy of you, even though you've accomplished, like, look at this figure. They've accomplished 3 swords right there. Well, they've actually accomplished all of them, but I feel like still you feel defeated in some area. So just to let you know, if you are, and this is not going to resonate for everyone, but if you are changing some sort of aspect of your career and you're moving into a new sector, it doesn't mean that you're giving up on the other sector. What it means is you are spiritually evolving and you're recognizing that you're moving on from that energy. What we wanted to do 20 years ago may not be what we want to do now. So I feel like there's no such thing as failure really, there is only learning what you want now or what you do differently in a circumstance. So I feel like you've been going through an intense learning period in terms of your career, absorbing knowledge, rising through the ranks, and you may not be exactly where you want to be on your life's purpose path right now, but you're still winning and you're still moving forward. It's just sometimes you doubt yourself and you're like, am I winning? Because it doesn't feel like it, okay? So I'm just going to pull a quick card on that energy just to make sure with that Five of Swords. Now the Five of Swords can bring tension or conflict, but in a good way. It doesn't have to be a negative card. It can mean it's sort of like gives you an experience to help you grow into an authentic version of yourself. Okay, you are not the sort of sign that suffers fools gladly. It's important to lead with integrity. So I feel like this is about you speaking up, saying, I don't want this. This is not my path. Or, yeah, this is who I am and this is what I want. And this is, you know, the power of the word no is very important. You can say no in very many different ways if it's not for you. It can be like, that's great. Thank you so much for that opportunity. But, you know, it's not something I'm focused on right now. But even though I'm really grateful for the opportunity, you know, no can be said in many different ways. So I feel like you're learning that word no as well, because I feel sometimes, my beautiful Scorpio, you take on too much. You are like the superhero, as it were, where you do everything you can in your power to achieve whatever it is you set out to do. And in so doing, you take on so much responsibility. I'm just clarifying this clarifying the Five of Swords there. We got the Four of Cups. So it feels like you're not quite fulfilled. You're not quite where you want to be. The Four of Cups is like looking at the cups that have gone before. Something's just not emotionally fulfilling right now. And you're like, what else? What else is there? What else can I accomplish? I'm on to the next thing. So I feel like you may be feeling either a little bit disappointed with the path that is sort of unfolded for you at the moment, but you're about to be surprised in a really positive way. Some of you may even be feeling a little bit bored with your work experience and want to break out and sort of get a little bit more passion in what you do, especially if you are in like a work-life habit, a repetitive cycle, you're in a routine, you know, you're really good at what you do, you're really committed and dedicated, but there's just something missing. There's like an ingredient missing that you're like, what is it? Is it passion? I see the Knight of Wands there as being excitement. Okay, you just want to break out and have a bit more excitement in your career. And I feel like you're still rising through the ranks. There's a surprise opportunity popping your way that actually is going to meet your expectations and going to move you forward in, you know, either a new direction, or you're going to move in the direction you were hoping for with a new outlook. But there's definitely a new option coming on in, something exciting that is financially rewarding. Okay, but your protagonist energy shows me that you're on the right path. And you're committed, you're dedicated. You always give your 100% to your dreams and your goals, and it will pay off. Everything starts with a plan. That's what they keep giving me. Everything starts with a plan. Don't second guess yourself or your intuition. Trust your instincts, okay? Now, this is the blockage position. So we've got the Lover's card here. So you may have even felt like you were... Now, this has been coming up a lot in your readings recently, not just in terms of love readings or career readings, but even in the what do your guides want you to know readings. This energy of feeling not quite yourself, that you maybe throughout the last 18 months, probably because we've been going through a pandemic, the way you look at the world and the way that you feel motivated has changed. So you may have felt there's a little bit of lack of motivation, a little bit of like, what's the point? A little bit of defeated energy. When you get the Lover's card in this position, it can mean that you feel separated from what you do or disconnected in some way, that there is an imbalance. Now, this may be an imbalance because you're focusing on finances, focusing on trying to pay the bills and work really hard just to make life work. I mean, the economy is like, everything's going up apart from wages, right? But I can see here that there's a new job opportunity or wage increase coming your way, which actually helps you in some way. Page of Pentacles, Herald of Pentacles, means that there is an opportunity, a job opportunity that either you've been patiently waiting for, or financial news that you've been hoping for comes your way. And it will be a bit of a surprise. So it can mean that your boss or those in power at your workspace sort of reach out and say, hey, Scorpio, you've been doing a really good job and they recognize you for what you bring to the table and they reward you for it. It may not be like a huge reward, but I feel like it is a reward all the same. It can also mean that with the Hierophant, we've got the establishment can find ways to increase your money. I know that sounds, not true. It sounds really like, what do you mean? The establishment are going to give us more money? The way I feel like they're doing it is they're overcompensating for things like raising inflation. Okay, so I feel like, your local government or powers that be or whatever may find a way or a route to offset some of the financial burdens that have come upon people. And it may be in small ways, but I feel that there is a shift towards that around the world is what I'm getting here. Interesting, it's coming in your reading. But the Lover's card is a card about a personal decision. Okay, so you may have felt like your heart has not truly been in things recently, but that's all about to change. Okay, this is the Resistance position that actually, it's like I got it in the reverse, but by the end of the next 4 to 5 weeks, it will be in the upright. So this is the struggle that you will overcome. So you will engage your heart more fully. You will definitely connect to your love, your passion for what you do. Some of you may even go into business partnerships or be contemplating business partnerships. There's a unification here. Whenever you get the Lover's card, this is it's like a signifier card that you're creating something that you love by making personal decisions. Both cards, the the Judgment card and the Lover's card, indicate you're at a position where you're making some decisions. Okay, you're at a fork in the road in some way where you have to make a decision about your career. And I mean, some of you may be doing 2 jobs because you got the 2 of Pentacles there and the Lover's card. There may be 2 jobs that you kind of like doing or love doing, and you're going to give your energy to both things. And it's going to be exhausting, so make sure you take some time. But I feel like some wonderful ideas. You're going to be very productive. You're very talented at what you do. And I feel like that passion, that joie de vivre, actually returns to your work sort of sector, into your soul, that actually sees you passionate about what you do and kind of like creating more abundance, but also like taking the initiative to start projects that like come from nowhere, like out of the blue. You've got an idea or a vision. You're enterprising at this time. Okay, so also the Lover's card, because they said I'm not finished with it yet. The Lover's card is about like, it's like magnetic energy. As you raise your frequency, you actually attract the things that you are hoping for. So the Lovers tends to be a card, when you remove it from love, per se, you actually make it about, when it comes to career, it's about attracting opportunities that are right for you. So I feel like you're ready, okay? Now, we've got the Ace of Wands here. So they're indicating with the Ace of Wands in this position, either that you have experienced some sort of very large delay in your abundance or a rejection. Okay, so we've got the 7 of Pentacles. So there could have been like a rejection in your career or some sort of job instability, or maybe even a knockback in your confidence if you got a review or something. I can't feel it's like a review, but what I feel more, it's like something didn't go the way you'd hoped, is what I keep getting. And you're wondering, is it worth it? Should I still continue on this? Is this savable? Am I wasting my time? Because the rewards just don't seem to be. We got 7 of Pentacles there, which is like, you're working really hard, you're having the patience, you've got the skills, you've got the talent, but you're always waiting for that successful break. And you're wondering, is it ever coming? And if you feel like it's not coming, you start to overanalyze things and start to think, you know what, maybe it's not coming. Maybe I should just find an alternative route, and maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I should give up, okay? My guides are saying, you're just experiencing a temporary setback. They're indicating you will accomplish your goal. You will see your vision through. Have confidence. Now, okay, they're giving me a very intense song right now. Very powerful song. I feel. Okay, so I don't know this song, so you're gonna have to bear with me. And there's a lot so I'll connect to the lyrics. It seems like maybe a rap song or something. It's someone talking, a masculine energy talking in this song, but it's an empowerment song. So I'm just going to connect to the lyrics. One moment, please. The world says, yeah, it goes too quickly. It's going too quickly. Sorry, I'm just going to have to just get back to it. One moment, please. Could you please start that again? Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. the world says no, but you say yes. Don't let the negativity take over. Do your best. The road you're paving causes feeling. I'm not a rapper. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to catch up with this person's lyrics. Oh gosh. Okay. I'm going to go back. Could you please? Do your best. The road you're paving causes feelings that are hard to express. But I promise you that the end lies the success. Your chest is heavy. All the burdens you carry are slowly taking a toll on your mental. I couldn't get that. It's gone a bit muffled there. Give me a promise to you to truly be honest that giving up is what you'll not decide or something. It really muffled at the end, but I mean, that was a lot. I do apologize. I'm not a rapper. I could never, I mean, I can barely hold a tune, so I'm sorry, but I'm trying to give you the lyrics that they're giving me. I'm gonna have to look that up. I've never heard that before, so if you know what that is, please let me know in the comments box below, but I will check it out. But I mean, that's quite an important message when I really think about it. I can't remember the first bit. It was something about the world saying no. So maybe it's about knockbacks. Don't let that negativity take over, and because the road that you're paving, I mean, that really connects to that card. The road that you're paving causes feelings that are hard to express, I think it was. So maybe it's about people do not understand your journey, and you can't express how you feel about what you want to do. Deep down, you know you will be successful, hopefully, but I feel like there's a lot of worry, or you've got a lot of burdens on you right now, and it's taking a bit of a toll on you. So you may have been thinking about giving up. I feel like your guides and my guides are kind of screaming, saying, don't give up. Okay, that's what I'm getting from that. Very powerful lyrics. I'm gonna have to look that up. There was such intensity. I wish you could hear the person actually, and I can see that bubble is changing. It was cloudy, and now half of it is not cloudy anymore. It's clear. So maybe this cloudiness is actually, things are becoming clear for you. You're getting a moment of clarity. Anyway, when this energy flips for you, let's get back to the cards. When this energy, oh yeah, sorry, they just told me that the song, either you know what the song is and you heard it before you listened to this reading, or you will hear this song. It is very much someone, it's like spoken word, rapping kind of song, very powerful. You will hear it in the next couple of weeks, just out of the blue. It symbolizes a message from your guides not to give up, or it could be that you stumble across it on the internet or something like that. So look out for it. I know I was very awful at trying to give you the lyrics of it, but I did my best. So let's move on. We got Ace of Wands. So you will overcome this energy of feeling a little bit like unmotivated, or if you felt like your ideas have been blocked recently, it can mean because you've been exhausted. Okay, you may have even felt like you can't connect to your vision recently because you felt like either disenchanted or, but you will fix this. They're actually highlighting the screwdriver there with the screw. So they're indicating you will fix this. This will be fixed. You are enterprising. Sometimes we need to take stock and be in silence, and nothing happens for a while. The Temperance card is like, there is patience. Sorry, there is purpose in patience. So sometimes we need to have like a lull period where we can reconnect to our energy, reconnect to our vision, and make sure that what we want to achieve is still the thing that we want when we first set it out. We first set out to do something. So Ace of Wands also indicates there is a new project coming your way, or some sort of new opportunity that gets you inspired again. This card is a very powerful transformational card, which means you have unlimited potential for transforming your career, and you're being daring, you're imagining something new. So either you are remaining in the same sector and you're being bolder and you're actually daring to make something happen, and I feel like whatever your dream is, dream big. By the end of the full moon for next month, July, there will be an opportunity that has come your way that you feel really excited about, and it brings more money. So this could be news about either a new project or a new opportunity. Could even be a new sort of creative idea that you have, that you run with it, and it is a spark of brilliance, okay? Seven of Pentacles indicates it's an alternative route. Seven of Pentacles is like opening a new strategy to inspire yourself. If you've been stuck in a bubble or stuck in a rut or a work life sort of habit where we're in a repetitive cycle and you've been uninspired recently, it can mean that you've just been in a funk because you're exhausted. You're trying to spin all the plates and you've got a lot of responsibilities. So I feel like it's about taking time out for you to sort of like reevaluate, because this card is an evaluation card. If you're feeling dissatisfied about your journey so far, it's about checking in with yourself, exchanging the energies, and planning your next step and doing something about it. But I feel like this is also a development. So I feel like something is developing here for you that is going to be financially very, very lucrative in the next I feel in the next year, but I feel like you start to see sprouts of it really showing you that you're on the right track in the next 4 to 5 weeks, okay? So very interesting developments that are going to make you very, very happy. As you can see, we've got the sunflower. She's holding the sunflower. She's been waiting for a while for the sun to come out. It's a bit of a cloudy day, but I feel like it will be rewarding. So there's definitely a development, and it's something new. Something that either you're taking the initiative to do this, I would say hold true to your vision, whatever it is, like a dream come true for you, okay? Now, the outcome energy, we've got the Temperance card. So that is about moderation, patience. Everything comes to those who put in the hard work, not just waits, because they always say good things come to those who wait. But I feel taking the initiative is very, very important because, you have to meet the universe head on. With the Temperance card, this is all about recognizing you're aligning yourself with your true purpose. So you're setting on the path, you're putting one foot in front of the other, and now you're balancing things out, you're mixing things up. It takes a lot to create the rainbow. You need, blood, sweat, and tears. For example, you need the sun and you need the tears. We've got the tears over here. Okay, and the sweat. You've been fighting hard, long and hard for accomplishing great things in your career. And you've got the sun here, which means the rainbow's coming out. You're creating something special, something different from everybody else. Not everybody needs to understand your journey, but you need to have confidence in it and empower yourself. The struggle, it has been difficult. Yes, you've walked a difficult path, but you're going to accomplish and achieve great success because of it, okay? There is a real breakthrough here. So I feel with the Sun card, it's really interesting because Leo got these two cards also, okay? And both cards, my guides are pointing it out again for the second time, is that, as you can see, both are indicating the head. One head is missing, and the other one is the head is kind of there and things are starting to blossom. So if you felt like you were not yourself recently, or you felt a little bit disconnected from your ideas or your passions, they're returning, okay? We got blossom ideas here. The Sun card is the most successful card in the deck. There is a lot of opportunity. Now, they're showing me a lightning bolt. A lightning bolt. So that can also mean a sudden epiphany. It can mean like a sudden opportunity popping out of nowhere, electricity. I mean, it can mean that things are going to get really electric for you in the next 4 to 5 weeks. I mean, it could literally mean that you're listening to this reading in a storm and you can see electrical current, the lightning there. But I feel like things are getting electric for you in a really exciting way. It can also mean like a sudden flash of brilliance, like an idea. But the Sun card is like a positive card. So I feel like there's a lot of abundance, a lot of optimism. As you leave July, I feel like you're leaving on a high note where everything that you've been working for patiently and diligently, your stamina pays off. It comes with success. But also I feel like you see the truth, that you didn't give up. You're not the sort of person to kind of give up anyway. I mean, that the lyrics of that song literally was like, I promise you that you'll always like make a decision to never give up or something, whatever that lyric was. I went a bit cloudy at the end, but the energy I got was, it's almost like you've always promised yourself you're not going to give up. You're not the sort of person to give up on something. You will always find an alternative route. You're the sort of person who's got plan A, plan B, plan C. You strategize. You've got like the chessboard of ideas of how to accomplish your goal. Now the goal is always the same, but you've always got a plan and another plan and another plan to still advance across that board to get to where you want to go. It may mean that there's a different route. It may mean there's a different strategy, but the goal is always the same. Your goal, your eyes are locked like a laser focus on that goal. And that World card says you accomplish that goal. That is what that card literally means. You end a cycle on a high note and you move into a new cycle, accomplishing the goal, and you're on to the next. But we've got the Knight of Wands here. Now, the Knight of Wands is a card of passion, determination, creative action. So I feel like you are in an unstoppable energy. You're going from strength to strength. And I feel with this card, trust your vision, trust your ideas. You're manifesting abundance, but also opportunity in many, many forms. You're very creative. You're really good at what you do. You're very, very talented. You've got a lot of skills. And when you get a Knight of Wands, this is about rising up and sort of like acting on your instincts and being goal-oriented, recognizing what you most value, focusing on it, and going off and doing it. You walk your talk. That's who you are. You're the sort of person, you don't just talk about things, you take action. And a Knight of Wands is very, very brave, has a lot of courage. Now, some of you may actually travel with your career, or you may be thinking about relocating in your career, but this is a card of going the distance. It's a card of exploring your options with optimism, being enterprising, being your best self. And it is also a card of adventure, finding passion, excitement in what you want to achieve, so that it keeps your heart, your mind engaged and interested, so that you can go the distance. Because once you lose interest in something, Scorpio, it's like you drop the hot potato and then you're off. Unless your passion and your heart is engaged in everything that you do, whether it's love, friendship, career, there's no middle ground for you. You tend to be all or nothing as an energy. Now, whilst that is a very positive energy, it can also be a little bit of a negative energy, because it means you're always firing on full cylinder and you don't give yourself a break. Whether it's emotionally, spiritually, physically, you rarely give yourself a break. So just be mindful to take a bit of rest. But this sees that you're a warrior. You will accomplish whatever it is you set out to do. Okay, so very exciting energy, because that Knight of Wands is looking directly at that World card, and there's the card of abundance. Everything is golden. The World card means success, coming full circle, completion, being satisfied with a job that you've done. So I feel some of you may be thinking about traveling for your work or relocating, because the World card is also a distance card. It can mean you're deciding to emigrate, or you're thinking about working abroad, or taking your business, if you're an entrepreneur, taking it international, or relocating it somewhere. But I feel the World card is about your perspective, that things are in a positive shift. You're aligning yourself with your goals and you're accomplishing them, okay? This is a card of being a conduit for miracles as well, okay? Learning a lesson, for example. Some of you may actually feel compelled to learn more skills to help you advance. You may put yourself on courses of learning, study, higher learning even. But I feel like the energy that I'm getting here is money's important, of course. We all need money to pay bills, to live. But the most important aspect for you is your heart, is your passion engaged. Because if it's not, then, you get in that sort of like disenchanted phase where you start to become numb and you start to lose a sense of yourself or your identity. Now, you are not the sum of your work. You are not the sum of your relationships. You are not the sum of your career. You are a whole being having a human experience, okay? You are a spiritual being having a human experience. You don't always have to be doing. You're a human being, not a human doing all the time. So just be mindful of that. But we've got the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is a little reminder to find balance between work and play. That's when you can manifest more freely, when you feel balanced in all areas of your life. But the Two of Pentacles is also a card of duality, doing two jobs, having two streams of incomes, for example, being flexible. But it can also be a card of choice. So because you've got a couple of cards of choice here, I feel like you're taking your career to the next stage, and you're making some decisions that are based on your intelligence, your experience to date, and I feel like you're validating your journey. Okay, you're looking at your accomplishments of what you've achieved so far, looking at where you haven't quite got to yet, and you're reaching for higher. Two of Pentacles, so I feel like actually you're going to be doing a lot of multitasking, and I just get this energy of there being many options open to you to find, more abundance coming on in. I feel like there's more money, second streams of income coming on in, or a side hustle here. This card is also a card of being fully present in every experience you encounter, because if your mind is scattered, you find it is difficult to focus on the task at hand. So they just want you to be aware of that. But when you get this card as well, this is a reminder that the seeds that you've already planted in your career, and you're taking things to the next stage, it's like an indication that there is a development. Things are developing in unexpected ways, and this is the time to be flexible and trust that the universe is shaping things up nicely for you and bringing things into being. Okay, one way or another, this card reminds you that your dreams are manifesting in the material world. And the Hierophant, I feel like there's a lot of people, either you work for a company or you're in an establishment. I feel like those in power are starting to notice you. With the Hierophant card, this is about you being acknowledged by those who are like CEO or things like that. It can also mean that you are actually becoming your own entrepreneur, or you are your own boss, and you're having faith in your skills. So I feel like you may be one of the options that you're taking in terms of career may be a traditional route, but the other is a very original, untraditional kind of route. So I feel like you're keeping things mixed up by doing the two to keep things energized and interesting for you. Now the Hierophant also can be a period of like meditation to connect to your goals or your dreams, taking some time out to really focus on your path and have faith that you're on the right path, or look for answers. They will all come within you as long as you take some time out to remain in a peaceful state of mind. The Hierophant also can be a card of doors opening for you. I just see these doors like opening, finally. Doors that have been shut are opening. Whatever that means for you. But I feel some of you could also be encounter a mentor, or you may come across a video online, for example, that teaches you something about your career or helps you in some way to gain that confidence at what you do. Some of you may go into careers where you help others in some way, give advice to others. So you are in a state of generosity. So good karma comes back to you because you offer like a hand up to somebody else, and as a result the universe gives you a hand up also. The Ace of Swords indicates a sudden moment of destiny and fate entering the mix, bringing a good and powerful law of karma towards you. You're going to see a lot of synchronicities, a lot of meaningful coincidences, but this card is a card of a breakthrough, a very incredible change that sees an idea sort of flourish and come to life, or quick results start happening after a long period of nothing. So it can mean like suddenly an opportunity arises. I mean, you've got two aces here, so this indicates that, the hand of the universe is offering an opportunity for you to use your intelligence, use your creativity and your passion to get you to where you want to go. So if you've got new ideas, I feel like you're inspired to make them work. Also, I feel like you're seeing clearly, because a lot of clarity here about you, what you're passionate about, and how to mix things up to accomplish your goals and your dreams. A lot of you are going to be using your voice, using your words to get better deals, negotiate better deals as well. When you get this card, this is a card of power, but it's also a card of discipline. You have a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, my beautiful Scorpio, especially when you're trying to achieve great things. But you have conviction. Once you've got an idea, you run with it, okay? And you don't give up until it's done. So I feel like this is about you. It's almost like I feel like, there's so many swords there. There's so many things you're good at. There's so many things you could do in this lifetime. There's so many avenues open to you. You may be conflicted about which sword is for me. Which one should I fight with today? I feel by the end of the next 4 to 5 weeks, there is only one that your heart truly resonates. There's only one sort of like path that you will see clearly. It's almost like, and I'm getting real chills here when I feel this. It's almost like Excalibur is what I'm seeing. When, is it Arthur who picks the stone, the sword out of the stone? I feel like you've been given this journey because you're strong enough to take it. There's something that has set you apart in your career. You're different. You've got different ways of thinking. You're unique. rise up and take that sword. You are gaining empowerment in the month of June into July, the end of June into July, and you're leading with truth, integrity as well. As you can see, that almost looks like a crown, so it's like crown chakra is activated. You know you are going to be successful. That is your mantra, to know that you're going to be successful. Also, you can see the victory wreath around it. So I feel like your breakthrough is success. You are breaking, I feel like you're breaking your funk, as it were. If you've been rejected in other opportunities, whether you do not have a job right now and you're worried about that and you're anxious about manifesting a new job, there is one coming on in that actually sees you gain more money and be more successful than you were before. And it's going to give you peace of mind. And you're going to see that you did this. You did this all by yourself. You've got this, my beautiful Scorpio. And your heart is aligning you with opportunity. Don't give up on your dreams, your goals, and your visions. You are unstoppable, okay? Also, it's going to be very exciting, whatever it is you do. There's going to be a lot of passion ignited in this. And it will bring more money as well. So whenever your heart, your soul, your passion is engaged, there is more finances available. It will flow to you easily. I'm just going to give you some final cards before I close your reading. We've got Sea Otter Happiness. So yeah, you're wondering, it's more, rather than, of course money is important, but rather than money, it's about where you're happy, where your heart is engaged. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? Any final messages? What are they meant to be aware of for their highest good? What are they meant to see? Thank you so much. They just said 4, so okay. I guess they want one more. 4. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. 222. They just showed me 222 in the water. So this is a numerical synchronicity that you will be seeing over the next 4 to 5 weeks. And it shows that there is a positive change in your career that shows that you are doing a job really well done, that you're achieving, and that things are starting to grow for you financially, okay? Also, there's an energy here as well with that 7 of Pentacles and that Ace of Wands, that protecting your money, saving your money. Oh my gosh, they said to go again. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Okay. Also, you, with the 7 of Pentacles, because my guides are pointing at the 7 of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, you may feel compelled to protect your money in, how can I put this? Like, you may be looking at the economy right now and you may be going, okay, you may feel compelled to like rearrange your money in different accounts and things like that to protect your money should there be like an economic collapse or something like that. So because the Ace of Wands is like to be inspired to sort of save money, because you got 7 of Pentacles, which is to save money. As you can see, she's got a basket. She's about to reap the rewards of her, of the developments of what she's worked hard for. So I feel like this is also about protecting your money. As you can see, it's a screw and a screwdriver there. It's like fixing things up so to make things secure. They're just showing me someone actually using a screwdriver in the water right now and making the screw secure. So I feel like you're securing your money across the board, looking at like various establishments to house your finances, for example, and making sure that you're covered and that your money is protected. That's what I keep getting here. Similar energy came out for Leo. So, I mean, I've been getting a similar energy throughout some career readings recently anyway. So I feel like you're being prudent, okay? Now, we've got Sea Otter Happiness. Now, you've been working really hard, so I feel like there's been a lot of mental conflict because of the responsibilities that you feel like you have on your shoulders. They may have been taking a toll, so it is time to find a little bit of happiness. So maybe that's what the bubble is about, seeing a little bit more outside the bubble, but the bubble tends to mean good luck as well. So it says, be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go. That is the card of worry. Okay, so let worry go. There is going to be a breakthrough for you. It says, surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. So, I mean, to love what you do, that will bring the rewards in your career. Now, some of you may be partnering up in business with a person that you care about or that you trust. Could even be partnering up with your partner, for example, if you've got one. But the outcome result is very, very positive. The Hierophant is an established relationship with whatever it is you want to do, and there could be two things, and there's a major breakthrough that sees you accomplish a goal. Now, the cards that we've got envy here. So again, they keep pointing at the bubble. So maybe you've been working hard in silence and not telling people about what you've been trying to accomplish because you don't want people to be envious of your situation. Because whenever people look at what you've got, because people tend to be envious of people who are successful or who have something that they do not have, that they lack themselves. They're not jealous or envious of people who've got nothing, because there's nothing to be envious about. So if anyone is like envious or jealous of what you've got, my beautiful Scorpio, it means you're doing a good job, okay? You're not inciting jealousy in another person. You're not bragging. You're being modest. But at the same time, it means you're on the right track towards success because somebody wants what you've got, okay? So it says here, you could be, it says others could be envying your success. Careful who you trust with money matters. So again, it comes down to protecting your money as well. But if people are envying you, it says also try not to live beyond your means just to keep up with others. So pay close attention to your ingoings and outgoings there as well. And I mean, I don't believe this to be true of you, my beautiful Scorpio, but it's on the card, so I'm going to read it. It says you could be envying other people's financial success. I don't feel like you feel envy of other people's success, but I do feel sometimes you look at yourself and how far you've come and you feel like there's further to go or you're not quite where you're at. So sometimes you may look at other people's journey and think, I work really hard like that person. I should be that far along too. And you know, that's a natural human thing to be thinking. You will be there very, very soon if you feel that way. We should never compare our journeys to others because we all have different experiences depending on what soul contract we agreed to before we came here. Now, we've also got settling. Perhaps it's time to ask yourself if you're getting paid what you're worth. Very important, okay? So this is about you realizing that you deserve better. That's why you may be looking further afield or looking at engaging your heart in doing something other in order to bring in more money. It says, don't settle for a dead-end job where you don't see any opportunity for growth. So don't give up on your goals and your dreams, but if you feel like you're not being rewarded for it, you must ask yourself the question, is this worth my time? Is this worth my energy? And if it's not, you'll find an alternative route to accomplish the goal that you set out to. And it says, though your money is stable, you're not making enough to keep you happy. Now, I mean, happiness is found inside. It is not found externally. But of course, financial reward is good. It makes us feel secure and it makes us be able to pay the bills and put money on the table. So if I do see you either picking up a side hustle or finding an alternative route to make more money, and it may come from this energy of not that you are unhappy, but it's more that you know that you are worth more and that you deserve it because you put so much of your heart, soul, energy, dedication, commitment into that you should be fairly recompensed for it, okay? We've also got easy does it. Slow and steady wins the race. This is not a good time to rush. Pay attention to every detail. Careful not to involve yourself with any get-quick-rich schemes. But there is tangible sort of success headed your way. You're going to see the first signs of growth in your finances. Very, very positive. There is a breakthrough. As you can see, these are all stones. And, you know, there's earth underneath, but this sprout is breaking up through the stones. You're making the impossible possible. You're determined, and there is a breakthrough, okay? We've also got helper. It says avoid giving too much of yourself while neglecting your own needs. Now that came up briefly. It was like you give your heart and your soul, you give all of your energy, that sometimes you feel depleted. And when we start feeling exhausted and depleted, we start to get a little bit negative and think, why am I giving out all this energy? I feel like I'm not achieving whatever it is I want to accomplish. Also, if you're helping others all the time, which is wonderful, and you're getting some good karma because of that, make sure you leave some time for you, okay? It says, consider careers in customer service or any fields that you're able to care for others. And it says, don't fear asking for help or accepting help if someone is willing to give you a hand. Now, as I said, you may stumble across a mentor or someone who actually sees your talents, sees how good you are at what you do, and wants to help you advance your career. I definitely feel like you've got somebody on your side, and not just in spirit, because I feel like you have a lot of ancestors walking with you strongly behind you. You've got a long line of ancestors walking behind you, and they, during hardships, they actually prop you up. They're showing me they actually prop you up because they see that you have the stamina to go the distance and accomplish great things. Interesting, she's also got on her t-shirt fun. Okay, so that's 2 cards that are sort of reminding you to have fun. It also says here, they're asking me to read the board, and it's got warrior. Oh wow, warrior, okay. So fun and warrior. So whatever it is you're fighting for, you will accomplish it. Someone is going to come to your aid and give you either a piece of advice or an opportunity. And we've finally got risk. And it says, taking a calculated risk is sometimes necessary in order to advance. Have the courage to face the fear. Let me start that again. Have the courage to face the fear, uncertainty. Don't focus on the outcome. The odds are better than you think. Okay, so a calculated risk. As I said, you always calculate the way. You're always 4 or 5 steps ahead of the game of life, Scorpio. You always plan and strategize. But I feel like there's an opportunity here that may feel like you're coming out of your comfort zone, but actually it leads, there's a staircase. It staircases you. It leads up. You're elevating, okay? So very, very positive energy there. Of course, there's some advice going on there as well about protecting your path, your money as well. But I feel like you're on the way up. Don't doubt yourself, okay? You're taking the sword. You're focusing on something that you really want to accomplish. You're being straightforward. You're being decisive, and you're accomplishing it, okay? So I'm just going to get a final ruling there for you. Oh, they give me 2. Okay. So first of all, we have property. Now, some of you may actually be trying to buy a home, or maybe even thinking about trying to work from home, or you do already. Your second stream of income may even be something that you do from the comfort of your own house or apartment. That could be your side hustle, but property. Some of you may be actually investing in property. And I mean, it is a difficult time right now around the world. Perhaps, you know, it may be risky, but I would, you know, get some advice, some really good advice before you kind of go into that sector, just because of the way that the economic climate is right now. So this indicates as well climbing the mountain. That my guides are just showing me an image of a mountain climber, and that you're reaching the top. So they want me to put this on the sun card. And we've also got, we got the sun ruin right there, the sun ruin, and this is all about victory. Clear vision, success, achievement, and then rest. Okay, so very positive. They want this on the sun as well. So it looks like you're going the distance. Yes, it has been a difficult journey, Scorpio, but it looks like you're accomplishing whatever it is you set out to do. Don't give up, and I do feel like there's a little helper who comes to your aid, either in a piece of good advice or someone who is trying to elevate you. If you work for yourself, you're like an entrepreneur, I feel like you may attract the right person to give you the advice, or you may network with the right people who help you along on your journey. May even want to partner up with you and collaborate with you on something as well. So I'll leave it there, my beautiful Scorpio. Your finances are rising as well, so that's quite nice. But you will be busy. I'm not going to lie to you. You're going to be spinning a lot of plates. So, but in a really positive, productive, ambitious, exciting kind of way. So if something resonates here for you, please like or subscribe to my channel. It's completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very, very important for me. Also, if you'd like to win the chance to win a free personal reading, all you have to do is write 5 things down on a piece of paper that you feel are blocking your path. And, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just going to ground myself for a moment, because they just give me an image of someone on top of the Eiffel Tower. It feels like the Eiffel Tower, and I'm just looking down because I'm scrying in the water, and I can see as if I'm there, like the city below. And I just had a moment of like vertigo, like woo. So it could mean that you're reaching the heady heights of fame or accomplishment for whatever it is you set out to do. You're elevating so high. Maybe you're going to go there quite quickly after a long period of nothing. So it makes you feel a little bit off balance. That's why you got the Temperance card, maybe to balance yourself out. So please take that as it resonates. I mean, I can't imagine you'd ever be looking down at the city of Paris from the Eiffel Tower and listening to my reading. That would be an absolute waste of living in the moment and absorbing all that Paris has to offer. But anyway, yeah, please take that as it resonates. So yeah, if you'd like to win the chance to win a free competition reading, 5 things that you feel have been blocking your path or your abundance, write them down on a piece of paper and find a creative way to release them to the universe. In the comments box below, just put this sentence: I've let it go, now I'm in the flow. And I'll gravitate towards one lucky subscriber on the 28th of June, and I'll announce the winner's name in a video upload only, okay? Thank you so much, my beautiful Scorpio. Have a wonderful end of June and July, and love and light.